Alrighty, guys, so let's get started on this beautiful bee. I'm gonna paint my background in a very nice purple. So to get this mix of purple, I'm gonna go in with some white, and I want a purple that is not too dark, but not too light either, because remember, a bee is yellow and black, so I want that yellow to really pop when we're painting on the purple. So I don't want a purple that is too dark, or a purple that is way too light. And right now this purple looks a little too light for me. So I think I need to add, you know what, actually this looks fine. I'm just gonna keep mixing. Mix, mix, mix. This purple that I added, it's a bit runny. That's why it looks so messy. I'm just gonna put just a little more of this darker purple and mix that. And then I think I have the perfect color. Let's see. Oh, that is beautiful. All right. So now I'm going to go in with my bigger paintbrush. Okay. I'm going to scoop up that paint and I'm going to paint the background in this beautiful purple that we just mixed here. Remember, when you're painting the background, you want to go always in the same direction, side to side, always side to side. This is actually a beautiful purple we got here. Oops, I'm making a mess. All right, make sure all of your white is covered. I'm going to leave this for about 10 to 15 minutes to dry. It may take a little longer just because my paint was a bit runny, but we'll be back. Alrighty guys, so now that we've got the background done for the bee, I'm going to use my white because we're going to do the outline for our bee. So with my number 2 paintbrush, I'm going to start. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to put the stinger, because the stinger goes at the corner here. So it gives me a good calculation of how big I want my bee to go. So the stinger is just going to be like a little triangle. And I think that's a good size for the stinger. Now the body. So for the body, I want to curve here. Okay, and I'm going to go like the letter U. So I want to curve and go out and up, but you want to come in at the top. Okay, so curve out and up and in. Like I said, the letter U. Right? Now for the head. The head is a really big circle. I'm just going to come here and I'm going to start with my curve here. And I want to go all the way around. We can fix this after. So I've got my head right here. For the wings, I'm going to come, my wings are going to be off of the page slightly. So I'm just going to come down here and curve at the bottom. And I'm going to pretend like if I went around and I came right back down here with this one. And the other one, it's going to come off here and you're going to see all of this one here, but it's going to come right behind the head, right there. I want my bee to have flowers in his hand. So we're just going to do 3 little circles so his hand comes about here. So I'm going to do 1 circle for a flower here, 1 here, and I'm going to do 1 here. All right? And then we're going to make those loops. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I got 5 on this one. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get 6. 4, 5, 6. So I got 4, 5, and 6. And these flowers are going to be in the bee's hand. Now, one more thing I want to do is right up here on the bee's antennas. I want to give him again some little flowers, or her, it's okay. So the antennas are going to go up and up, 2 lines like that. Then we're going to do 2 circles like that. And then we're going to go around with the flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And for now, that's it for the bee's outline. We'll be back to do the base layer. All right, guys. So welcome back. Let's do the bee's base layer. So I'm just going to go in with white. Remember your base layer, it's a light layer of white that we're going to put for painting on top of. So you don't have to go in with a crazy amount of white paint. You just need a little bit. Now, for right now, I am just going to put a base layer on the head, the body, and the wings. Later on, we'll do the flowers. Sometimes, depending on the colors that you're using, you don't need a base layer. So for example, the stinger is going to be black. You don't need a base layer on a stinger. All right, so there you have it. We've got the base layer for the body, the head, and the wings. We're going to let this dry for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the head and the body. Bye for now. Alrighty guys, so we're going to jump into doing these flowers. So the middle of my flowers, I'm going to go in with some orange, and the outside of the flower, I'm going to go in with this magenta here. Okay, so I'm going to use a small paintbrush. So let's do the middle first. I'm just going to pick up some orange and put it in the middle here. Same thing. Let me do some orange and some pink so I can switch up the colors a bit. I think that sounds like a fun idea. I've got orange. I've got 3 orange in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with pink in the middle. Oh, this magenta, it's a lot darker than I thought it would be. And that's because we don't have a base layer at the bottom of these flowers. So do you understand what I mean? Why it's important to have that base layer? It helps with the color itself. So for the actual petals, I'm going to take some white and I'm going to take some of the pink and I want to just mix it into that white. Some pink into the white. And I'm going to get a really light colored pink here. This is pretty. And I'm going to use this light pink that I've made here for these petals here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and I'm going to do it again for all of the flowers with the orange in the middle. That looks so beautiful. All right, and just like we've mixed the white with the pink for the petals, I'm going to do the same thing with the orange for the other set of petals. So I want to get a lighter orange than what I've already got for the center. That looks good. Okay. All right, and the last one. It's okay if it's not all the way. Remember, we still have to do the outlines. So any space that you leave close to that pink is going to be used for an outline. All right, so we're going to let these flowers dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to use black for our stinger and our details and our bee's hands. See you soon. All right, guys. So now we're going to paint the yellow for our bee. I'm going to use this one here. It's a lemon yellow. So let me just put it out here. Okay. I'm going to pick up a bit of this yellow and I'm just going to, ooh, that is beautiful. I'm just going to paint the head. Of that bee. Now, do you see with the base layer how it just gives it a pop, especially next to that purple? It looks beautiful. All right, so we've got the head. When it dries, you can see if it needs another layer, if you want to put another layer. Especially in the head, you may want to make sure it's a nice consistency of yellow, because unlike the body, we've got those black stripes. The head is fully yellow with little details. Okay, so there's the head. I'm going to go in with the body now. So for the body, I'm using that same yellow. And remember, if you see a touch of white at the end, it's okay. We're going to go in with a black outline. So if you can't get it or you're just afraid to go too close to the end, it's totally okay. We'll cover it up in the outline. All right, and we've got the head and the body. So now I'm going to do the wings. I want the wings to be a light blue. So I've got this blue here, but I want to just mix it with a little bit of white, just so that it's not as bright. Although this is a beautiful color of blue, I just want to mix it with a little white, just to tone it down a bit, because like I said, those are the wings of our bee. All right, so now that we've got this beautiful shade of blue, I'm just gonna go up and around, come back down. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, so one wing, and this one is gonna make it two. Beautiful, super beautiful. I love it. All right, so we've got the body and the head, and we've got those wings. We're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do some more details. See you soon. Alrighty, guys. So now let's use some black, and we're going to be doing some outlines. Okay, and we're also going to be doing the stinger and the detail on the body. Okay, so I'm going to be using my number 2 brush. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of black here, and first I'm going to go up for the antlers. Not antlers. What are these? These are not antlers. I can't remember. But we're going to go up on the lines, and we're going to go around each petal. Okay? And I want to make sure I'm coming down. So I'm going to go around and down, around, down, around, down. Okay? I'm going to go in a circle around here as well. And I'm going to do that for all of my flowers. Now, if you want a nice detail to add, maybe do your outlines in white. I think that looks really, really clean and really, really nice as well. Okay, so I've got these two, and I'm just going to do like 1, 2 lines, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and this little one I'm just going to go 1. And same thing here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to do that for these 3 flowers down here as well. So I'm going to go around the middle, around, around the middle, and then I'm going to go around each petal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing for all the others. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for this one, we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to do the little lines on the inside like we did before. So these I'm just going to get 1, 2 in all of this one. This one I can get maybe 2 as well. Very, very cool. Now this one, because it's got more, I'm going to get less. So I'm either going to go super small, 1, 2, or just give it 1. Depends on the size of your brush. All right, we're still working with black. So I'm going to do the outline of the head. Okay, and I'm not going to, you know what? Let's connect here because we're going to put a stripe right here for the body. So that's totally okay. All right. I'm also going to do the outline of the body. So I'm going to come here. And here. All right. And the last thing that I'm going to do with the black is the stinger. All right. So we're going to give this a couple minutes and then we're going to be back to do some details. Okay, guys, so now let's do the stem for the flowers. And I'm going to go in with this sap green. Okay. And I'm going to take my number 5 paintbrush. And we're just going to make the stems and they're all going to come together right here. So if I start from this one, I want it to come out and up, almost like the flower is falling down, I guess. Now, if you look at what I did with the stems, I brought them together, but the bottom, it's going in different directions. I'm going to make it a bit thicker at the top here. All right. Now, next, I'm going to take a bit of black, and I also want to get a bit of white. Okay. And with that same number 5 brush, I'm going to do the outline of the wings. So I really want to go out here and around. Okay, and this one as well. Okay, and this one we're going to come off of this and come down. Okay, I'm going to take a touch of that white, and I'm just going to do almost like a little bubble in the corner here, a long one and a short one. And I want to do it the same thing here, so it looks like a long one and a short one. Going back with the black, we're going to do some little oval eyes right down here. The bee is looking at the flowers, so we're going to go one little oval shape here, and we're going to do maybe one right next to it right here. And I'm going to paint that in all black. Okay, I want to give my little bee the cutest little eyebrows, so we're just going to go up and over, up and over. And I'm going to do something I like to call the J smile. So I'm going to start from here with a little smile, and the J smile comes from the middle and you go all the way around just like that, but you don't put the line on the other side. You only put it on one side. Just like that. Okay? And for the lines in the bee, I'm going to use the black. I'm going to start with the neck, and I come curve by the neck, and I'm going to fill that in. All right, we're going to leave about the same space, or maybe just a little bigger, and we're going to come down here. And we're going to put that detail right there. And I want to keep going all the way down, but I want the bottom to have a black line, just like the top. Okay, I'm going to come up here with another one. And then it looks like I can get one more in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to have that one more here. All right, now for our last and final detail. Oh no, we don't have, sorry, we've got two more details. So I'm gonna go in, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go in with the black. I see I forgot this line here. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the black and we're gonna do the bee's arms. So from here, I'm gonna draw a curved line that comes here and holds here. And when you do this, you wanna just put like a ball at the end, okay, like that. And I'm going to do another one, and it's going to come from off of this line right here. I'm going to come all the way in here, and I want it to hold on to that middle piece that we made it all come together. And then I'm going to do again another ball because it's holding the flowers at this point and this point. One thing I like to do is take a little bit of white and just do it in random places for highlight. So I'm going to go in a little bit of the black in spaces. And that just gives it a little bit of color, a little bit of dimension. You can even do it when you go around here, like that, in the neck, around the head. And you want to go around the wings as well. Okay. I'm going to do some in the hands itself, just around like that. And then my final detail, I'm going to go in with the white. And I just want to put little dots of white just to give some dimension to my photo so that the background is not plain. Now, if you want to put hearts, you can do hearts. You can do stars. But for this one, I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to do dots today. And look at that. Now you've got a bee that is buzzing and enjoying the flowers. Good job.